Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Team Passion Business Opportunity Call. My name is Nicole L. Jones, and I am super excited to share with you guys tonight this opportunity about what we do as body partners. So for those of you who have been maybe following along for a little while or have been following your coach for a little while, we were previously known as Team Beachbody Coaches, and now we are known as Body Partners. And so the company recently changed their name from Beachbody to Bodi, Bodi, just for the fact that they wanted to be a name that felt more inclusive to everybody. They've made a shift to a whole health esteem focus. So instead of focusing on before and afters regarding weight loss, which are still relevant and they're still there and they're still amazing, the focus has turned into more feeling great, movement, proper nutrition, being, not feeling like you have to be perfect all the time, and just really being changing the culture a little bit. Kind of here on Team Passion, we've always had that culture. So the company just caught up to us, I guess, right? So what I'm going to share tonight is I'm going to try to do this in 20 minutes. I'm a mom. I have two girls at dance, so I have to scoot out and get to dance. But I'm going to try. I don't want to talk too fast either, because I want to make sure that you are hearing everything that I'm saying. Sometimes I can talk really fast when I'm trying to get something done. So we're going to talk about stories. We're going to talk about the daily activities we do as body partners. I'm going to do a couple like myth busters, so to speak. We're going to talk about the different ways you can become a partner. And most importantly, or excitingly, I'm going to talk about the income opportunity, or the earning some supplemental income. So I have been a body partner, formerly known as Team Beachbody Coach, for 13 years. July 27th, 2010, I was sitting at home with my girls. They were 2 months old and 4 years old. And I was sitting on the couch and I was just kind of like, what am I going to do with myself? Like, I'm a new mom of two. We decided that I was going to stay home because it was just practically my whole paycheck was going to go to daycare, to have two little ones in daycare, and that just didn't seem smart. So I was staying home, which meant we were now a one income household with two little ones. So it wasn't working, right, financially. And I remember sitting at home going, okay, how can I earn money from home? And wait a minute, how can I lose this baby weight? How can I feel better? Something I've always said, I don't know if this is you or you've ever felt this way, but when I was trying to decide what I wanted to be when I grow up, right? Or trying to decide in high school, like, what am I going to go to college for? What am I going to do? I always said the phrase, I just want to help people. Right. And I think that's something common. And there's a lot of occupations out there where you can you can help people. And so that's so broad. Right. So I went to school for psychology. I got some jobs out of school, group homes, kids with behavioral challenges, a school for kids with behavioral challenges. I ended up getting hurt in a restraint, and I was kind of just really shy to go back to it. So I went into the corporate world and did office work, and I didn't really feel like I was helping anyone there, right? And so I loved that this opportunity came across my social media, because yes, I was going to help myself, but there was also an opportunity to help other people. And it was like, but I never said what I want to be when I grow up is a body partner, right? Like, it just, not that it even existed back then, right? So I love that I was open to this idea. There's ways that people build a business like this that can put a bad taste in people's mouths. So some people are very skeptical about joining a company like this, because they're like, well, I don't want to spam my friends. I don't want to sell to my friends. I don't want to be that person. I don't want people to say bad things about, just a lot of like what ifs, right? And a lot of fear, and that it's so normal. When I started, I had 250 friends on Facebook. There wasn't Instagram, or if there was, I didn't know I wasn't on it. I had my address book with Christmas card letter lists. I had, just a wedding invitation list, like people who I do business with, hairdresser, nail people. Like I just had a list of people that maybe would want to do this with me. And I would just ask. I would simply say, hey, want to do this with me? Want to figure this out with me? It was never a spammy, a copy and paste message. It was, hey, I'm feeling really good using these products and doing this at-home fitness program. And I'm looking for a couple people to do this with me. Want to do it with me? Like that was it. And still 13 years later, that's how I send an invite out. I've been pumping up this event for a week, and I basically have been saying, come just check it out. Come see what we're doing. Come hang out, right? I don't have anything fancy to say. I don't have anything magical to say. I'm just like, hey, come see what we're doing, right? And so I want to talk briefly about that first, we call them vital behaviors, right? But being products of the product. So using some of our products, and one of our number one products is Shakeology. When I started, I was like, oh, I don't do shakes, right? Like in my head, I was thinking it was going to be like Slim Fast. I had a Slim Fast in my head, and I was like, that stuff, sure, it tastes good sometimes, but I'm starving later. I don't really feel like it's doing anything. I didn't know what was in it, right? The number one thing in my first 30 days with Beachbody or Bodi was them telling me everything that's in here and what it means and what a superfood is. So our co-creator Darren O'Lean would do these videos where he would go to the farms and in Peru and Chile, and he would be like, I got this maca. And I'm like, what? What's maca? Like, and I just was so interested in hearing what he was telling me. And it was almost like I was going to school for nutrition just by listening to these professionals that knew what the heck they were talking about, right? Our free workout, Energize, like these ladies right here will tell you, we do not go a day without this. Even Sundays when we're not working out. Oops. I don't know. I sit and drink my Energize like it's my morning coffee, right? Because again, I know what's in it. It's clean energy. There's nothing crappy in it. It doesn't make me feel jittery. It doesn't make my heart race. It just makes me feel good, right? Our post workout is our Recover. We had a Recover before with P90X, and I didn't love it. It didn't make, it made me feel bloated, made me feel uncomfortable. This new formula and the science behind it makes me feel so much better. Collagen, right? We're getting up there in age, helps with our hair, skin, and nails, right? And I put this in the blender with Shakeology. That's just a couple. I just wanted to share like 4 of my favorite products that I use every single day, no matter what. But well, I don't really drink Recover on Sundays. I would like to because it's like chocolate milk, but I don't. So we develop these stories with these products that we begin using, right? We do our at-home fitness and we start telling stories. If you check out the event today, I shared a story from Jen Marson. I don't know if Marson. I don't know if that's how you say her last name. But her story about, postpartum to now, and it was just powerful. And we all have these powerful stories, and it doesn't have to be a huge weight loss story that you're sharing. It can be a story that your mindset changed. It can be a story that you became more patient. It can be a story that you learned how to eat proper portions so you don't feel gross every day, right? Whatever your story is, you get out there and you share it. And we all have a story. And what we do as Bodi partners, as leaders on the team, is we will share with you examples of stories, and we will help you craft your own story. So people will sometimes say, like in our chats, I feel like I don't have a story. And one of us will chime in and be like, what was like before Beachbody? What was your health like? Then you found the products. Now what's it like? Oh, yeah, that's your story. And you just craft your story and you share that with others. And my story may not click with some people. So that's why we share each other's stories so that we can reach more people. And that's the key in what we do as body partners. We need more people to become body partners because we need to reach more people. Your friends, don't know me. Your friends and family don't know me. So if you were to say, oh my gosh, I know this really great body partner, Nicole, and I would love for you to get in her team, and but like, the person's gonna be like, okay, cool, but can I join you? And they want to join you. They know, like, and trust you, not me. And so there's different versions of becoming a partner. You can become a partner just for the discount, right? And every once in a while, someone may say, hey, what are you doing? Do you have a link? And they buy something from you, right? You can become a partner and run a challenge group where once a month, the first Monday of every month, you start an accountability group with 2 to 3 people, right? It's very small, which is fine, which is amazing, right? Or you can become a partner where you build a business. You want to build a team. You want to reach more and more and more people. And you can't do that alone. You need a team to do that for the reason that I just said. People want to join you, not me. And so we can reach more people together as a team, right? So some of our daily activities are, I shared in the event, being products of the product, using the product, getting results, sharing your story, inviting people to join you in that personal development. That's a huge, it's self-help, they call it, whatever you want to call it, but it's personal growth, personal development. You can listen on audio. There's books on audio, there's podcasts, there's lots of things out there. But in this type of business, it's something that has to be something you do every single day, because you're going to hear the word no way more than yes. You just are. This is a very personal decision for people. So if people are going to join you and make healthy lifestyle changes, it's a big deal. So they might not be quite ready yet. So your job is to just keep sharing, keep inviting, and one day, hopefully, they will say yes. But you have to keep going to find those people that are ready. Some people are going to be ready after they get home from a doctor's appointment. And the doctor says, right? And the doctor may say, how about we try this pill? How about we try? And they're like, I don't want to. I know there's something I can do. We have the solution for them, right? So how do we earn money? We earn a 25% commission by sharing, by asking, by having people join us in our groups. We earn a commission, a bonus, when people join the team and become body partners. And so you start building a team of other people that want to help more people as well. The bigger income does come when you start building a team, just because you also get a small commission from things that they do in the team. Now, a lot of people say things like, isn't that a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme or some sort of scam? And doesn't it look like a pyramid? And I'm like, what? Like, you're just getting a referral fee for having people sign up. And then because you're a leader leading a team, you're also getting a referral fee. Like, there's nothing, the Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes, there is no product involved in things like that, right? Like, it's literally, hey, wanna give me $100 and then we can make some money together? Like, it's like, what? How does that work? And so this is not even in and it's against all the rules with multi-level marketing and direct sale. Like, we wouldn't be in business if that was a thing. One of the things I want to kind of end with is talking about what the opportunity can do for your family and the future, your financial future. I come from a family who amazing work ethic, hardworking. My papa, super hardworking truck driver. My mom always has worked multiple jobs, right? So work ethic is big in our family. but they always still struggled. I watched them struggle. We didn't go on many vacations. There wasn't a lot of extra. We had food on our tables, roof over our head. We were blessed, but there wasn't a lot of room for extra. I heard the words a lot. We can't afford that. I don't have money for that. I have to wait. I don't, and it was fine. I was like, okay. As a kid, I'm like, oh, maybe pouting a little bit. But without spoiling my girls, I never wanted to say those words to them. And so when this opportunity came along, it was, okay, there's some breathing room now. In the beginning, the goals for me were, I just want to make enough money to cover my products, right? I want to cover the $100, $150 a month. I don't even know now. It's more than that. But in the beginning, when I just had Shakeology, I just want to cover the $100 a month for Shakeology. I did that. And I made $60 in week 1 and like $120, zero in week 2 and like $120 in week 3. So I did that in 3 weeks. I earned enough to cover my product. So I was like, oh, wait, that was easy. Let me go on to my next goal. Now I would like to earn enough money to put gas in the car. I was at a time where it's kind of full circle here, but it was a time where I couldn't really go anywhere because I couldn't really afford to put gas in the car. Okay. $50 a week extra started coming in. Okay. Now I want to be able to go to the grocery store and not have to bring a calculator and be like, stop, I can't afford anymore, or put things back and have people look at me. I had to do that. I was like, oh, sorry. Now, if I see that at the grocery store and I see a mom struggling and looking embarrassed, there's been a couple times where I've covered the difference because I know what that feels like, right? So to be able to do things like that is huge. And my dog, sorry. And as things progressed, okay, what if I could start putting extra towards my student loans? Let's start there, right? Oh, wait, we don't have dental insurance. Let's get to the dentist, right? It started adding up. I'd like to get my nails done, right? Those little things started adding up. And Bodi does not guarantee any level of success or income. It is based on the partner's individual effort. There is a wide variety of income that people in this business make. Some do the work for $50 a week, some for $500 a week. There was a time where I was making $5,000 a week. And there were things that we were able to do for our family that I would never dreamed of. The possibilities for your family and to the big thing for me was like, now my 17-year-old has her own bracelet design company. She is going to go work with my husband in the school year with his business. She's talking about potentially opening a bookstore. Like, we now have this entrepreneurial leadership in our family that we've been able to change and shift for the future. So what now? It stops with my husband. That financial struggle stops with my husband and our girls are going to take into the future with their families how to grow a business, how to thrive instead of struggle. And that's huge. That's something I never thought possible. And while that happens, and while I'm sharing that with you, I worked very hard for that. Very hard. It wasn't easy. Absolutely. I actually did my cumulative earnings today and I was like, oh my God, is that a real number? It's amazing what this has done. Yet, I still receive messages each day. Thank you for coming into my life. I've lost 25 pounds. I'm off my blood pressure medicine. We can't guarantee any of that as well. but my doctor is very happy with my lifestyle changes, and I owe it all to you. And while I'm like, thank you, my answer is like, that was you. You did that. I was just here to share with you something that was working for me. So I just invited you to check it out too. And it's like we receive this paycheck of the heart, right? We get to help people. And then we're rewarded in referral commissions from the company because Carl believes so much in what we do. Like, he can do infomercials and do ads on Facebook. But I didn't buy, well, I did many, many years ago. I bought hip hop abs off the infomercial, but I never did anything with it because I didn't have a coach. So Carl believes in what we do as partners way more than his infomercials because people trust, know, and like you. So they want to do what you're doing. And they're like, well, if you did it, like, you're leading the way. You're like the pathway to success for them. So they don't feel like they're about to get scammed, right? So that is the joy of what we get to do as partners. The monetary stuff is absolutely amazing and changed my family's life, but there's nothing compared to the messages, and the messages for even from leaders on their team who are now reaching some of those financial goals that I shared with you, paying for gas, paying for groceries, doing things, being able to maybe quit a second job and just do this for the second, whatever I get those messages. Thank you for teaching me how to build my business so that I can be home with my family more. That was all you. You're welcome. But it's rewarding to be able to lead a team of partners and lead a team of challengers or customers or fit family members. I don't know what to call them. They're just family, right? So to lead both of those groups, and then sometimes the fit family members are like, can't keep this to myself anymore, and they become partners because they feel so good and they know that others in their lives would feel so good too. It brings me great joy that my brother drinks Shakeology every single day. It took him 13 years, but he's now here with me drinking it every day. I'm like, he quit smoking. He started eating better. And he said, I want that Shakeology you've been drinking for 13 years. Yes. And his doctor is very happy at his last appointment. My mother, she had a heart attack at age 50. She's 65 today. Shakeology, loves it, and that brings me great joy. So to be able to I didn't come into this business and be like, ooh, how can I make money off my brother and my mother? Like, it's not like that. I was like, Mom, you have to drink this. You're gonna feel amazing. And she would come over and I would make her a shake and she'd be like, I'm like, what? It's like a Wendy's Frosty. What's your problem? And then I would make her another one a different way. And she's like, I don't like this. I'm like, can you just get a 30-day bag and go home and play around with it and find your own recipe? And she did. And here we are 13 years later. So we don't do this. We don't message people, spam people, send copy and paste messages in hopes that we can make money off of them. And I know that that's what people think out there. I know that because I still see it. I see people post, oh gosh, those MLM and direct sale people, if you see them coming, they're just trying to sell you something. I'm like, what? Like, who? You must have had a really bad experience with a really, really bad person. Because for 13 years, I have never gotten all greedy and sneaky and tried to help someone so that I could make a buck. It's not what we do. It's not our culture. It's not what I teach. It's not what I lead. I will teach you that you are going to genuinely be interested in helping people. And in turn, you will receive a paycheck of the heart. And as corny as that sounds, it's true. So I hope I answered all of your questions, your fears, Once you join this team, you will be immediately, the company will give you a 28-day action plan to get started. And then myself, and if you don't directly join with me because somebody invited you to this call and you join with them, you still get access to all of the trainings that I have done over the last 13 years because I know what works. So I share what works. I would never ask you to do something that I haven't done. So if I'm inviting to the business or I'm posting my story on social media or I'm telling you that that's what you have to do, I've done it many times fearfully. And I might close my eyes and hit the post button. Last week I did a scary post and I'm like, I've done this 13 years and I'm very successful and I'm still scared sometimes to make a post like this because people want you to be vulnerable. They don't want you to be perfect. And that's the key. You get a 30-day money back guarantee with this. Please reach out to your coach, your partner. Someday I'll be able to switch to partner without saying coach, but it's 13-year habit. It's hard to switch to your partner and say, what do I do now? Tell me, how do I get started? I just watched that business opportunity. I want to help people. But most importantly, you want to help yourself too, because by you wanting to help other people, you have to lead by example. So your health and fitness is going to get way better because people are going to be watching. They're going to people that you're going to invite to join you and they'll be like, oh, see how you do first. So you gotta keep sharing because they want you to pave the way. So ladies, real quick, do you have any questions? Did I miss anything? Is there something you want me to cover real quick before we say goodnight? Did I cover it?
You covered everything.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So we hope that we get to see your name in our Team Passion partner page and we get to welcome you with open arms. It'll be amazing when your partner says, welcome, Susie, to Team Passion. Is anyone named Susie anymore? I don't know. Welcome, Susie, to Team Passion. And the comments that will come flooding in, welcoming you with open arms, will be something you've never witnessed before. So we do hope you join us. Please feel free to reach out with questions to the partner that invited you here. Have an amazing night and let's change some lives along with changing ourselves. Good night.